welcome back. We are here today with the Goo,
Hello, everyone.
and we are going to talk a bit about our experience on Battlefield 6 beta that happened this weekend, and it will happen in the next weekend as well. Just to give you some context, me and the God, we are veteran players on Battlefield. We played everything, Battlefield 2, Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield. Help me, the God, the one in space with
In
robots.
space? No,
It's
between
not in space.
42. Yeah.
Yes, that one.
I've played
Vietnam.
all of them except the one with the cops and the thieves. And I don't even
Ah, yes,
remember.
that one. Yeah. I didn't play that as well, and we didn't play the first Bad Company because it was only console.
Yeah.
At least I didn't play it. And then we played Battlefield 1, we played Battlefield 5, and I tried the 42, and it was awful, and I dropped it. I didn't like it. I don't know if the God experienced that one.
I just played the beta with you, and yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So let's jump into the main topic of the video. We played the Battlefield 6, and it was a great experience, right, God?
Yeah. So Nas played 4 days, I think. So you had the early access,
Yes.
and I only had the 1.5 because of the time zones. But yeah, it was just a weekend, so I had a little bit less experience than you. But yeah, overall, I liked what I tried, right? Even with the lag and whatever. But we can talk about that later.
Yeah, that part it's part of the time zones where we are a bit far away, so it's expected to have some lag, but it's not even the worst FPS that we played together, and it's not the worst lag, I think, that we experienced. I even played, we switched roles a bit, and I played with some lag, and it was awful, but it was not that awful. I was still able to kill some guys, but besides this, we can talk this a bit later. I want to say that this Battlefield 6 really surprised me in the weapons part, in the mechanics, the revival. It's like we are back to Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. It's really good on that regard. The vehicles, the God, it's very critical on the vehicles. For me, they are basic, too basic for a war game. Maybe they should be a bit more, have more components to it, but I will let the God talk about that, Ricardo, because he's the one that is very critic about it.
Yeah, the same as you. So I enjoyed all the infantry parts. So the weapons, the customization, when you add different models, and also with the firing range, you can immediately check, see the differences, see which models you like on your weapons. That was really cool, and they do affect the weapon to a decent degree. So it's not relevant which one you choose, which is nice. The handling feels fine when you're shooting them. So yeah, the overall infantry part, decent, quite decent. And as you said, even with the lag, it's not as bad as with other games, so it's still playable, right? So there's quite a difference between me and Naz. So it's very difficult to have a server where both of us can play decently. And since in Battlefield 6 the servers are automatic, we don't really get to choose. So it's kind of tossing a coin and seeing where it lands. But yeah,
But we will not give
some
up.
games. Yeah, some games I got to play the bad part. Other games Nas got the short end of the stick. So, but yeah, overall it was playable enough. Obviously, if you have a server near you, it's way better. But
Of course.
yeah, the vehicle part, I'm not a big fan of it. So I don't want to be overcritical. it's as you said, they're way too simple. The controls were not good, and especially for the helicopter, I guess. Um,
Yeah,
so the
that was
controls
fun.
weren't great, but since it's a beta, whatever. And they might fix some things, and you probably can adjust like the invert like up and down, and adjust what's the pitch and what's the strafe and whatever. So maybe if you go into the controls and change some stuff, it gets a little better, I guess. But yeah, the vehicles they don't feel right. So the helicopter doesn't fly like a helicopter, even forgetting about the controls. Uh, the land vehicles also are not that great. Obviously, it's Battlefield, so it's not that different from the other Battlefield games, which I guess since we've grown older and we've tried other games which do it better, now we're expecting a little bit better from Battlefield also, right? And that's just it. It doesn't feel like they've upgraded the same way they've improved the infantry. It doesn't feel like they've improved in the vehicles at all.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
feels like it's the same thing, like the same HP based stuff. You get shot in the ass and you die, and uh, I don't know. It's weird, especially after you've played other games. And nowadays, there's a lot of games with tanks and APCs. Some of them more realistic than others, and Battlefield is on the weaker side, right? Uh, but yeah, again, you have other game modes without the vehicles if you don't want to play them, and they didn't feel like completely broken. So with infantry, with the engineer, you get access to a lot of RPGs and a lot of what was the entire one? I don't remember.
Stinger.
Yeah, it's stingers. So you get a lot of them, even just for one player, and you can refill them quite quickly with support box. So the vehicles did not feel as strong as maybe in the other games, but that might be also because everyone is still new to this game. People don't really know the maps, so we'll have to see how it grows, right?
That was a good change. More missiles, RPG missiles. That is a very good change because it gives you more. Okay, I'm alone. Everyone died. There is a tank, and you can feel that you can still do something. Because in other battlefields, you had like 2-3 mechs, and you
Yeah.
knew that you could not destroy a tank by yourself. You knew.
Yeah.
And this one is different.
Yeah. It wasn't just the amount, because I feel like the older games, each RPG did more damage than it does now.
Yes.
So now apparently it does like 25, so it should be maybe 4, or I don't know how much HP.
No, it's not. It's not 25. It's 200. It's the 25 is the number that you hit. It's a different number. There is a smaller number that appears that it's 200 on the front, 400 on the side, and 500 and something on the S, on the back.
Okay, I see. I see. So I don't know exactly how many HP the tank has, but I remember at least once I shot twice a tank on the back and it exploded, right?
Yes.
So with good positioning, just one player can take the tank down quite quickly. So that's fine, I guess, because the tank is not supposed to be showing your ass to you, right? So
yes.
And if you manage to find your way to the back of the tank, you should be rewarded into destroying it quickly. So yeah, that's fine, I guess. But yeah, that's it basically. So the controls didn't really feel right for all of them. For the APCs, like the speed of the shells seemed off. Like the APC has an autocannon.
Even the turret, the speed of the turret.
The turret moving is weird. When you're inside, is really slow and sluggish. When you're on the outside, on third person, it's really quick and it's really difficult to aim.
It's so strange.
Yeah. But that's probably just an issue with the beta. They're probably going to fix it because other games did not have that.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah.
There was, we can also talk about it. We didn't do any video about it, but we can talk about it. The exploit. I hope they will fix it, where you can reach the rooftops of the building and
On the
no one
city
can
map,
do
yeah.
anything about it.
Yeah, so apparently the next beta this weekend, it's going to have the same version, the game version. So
Oh.
we'll have the exploit and we'll have the overpowered shotgun again.
Nice.
But yeah, so they're probably going to fix it, right? So the shotgun, they've already said it's too
Yes.
strong. It's probably
Yes.
going to get nerfed. Not this weekend, but for the future. I don't know if the next beta. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's for the next beta or just for the game release.
Will there be a next beta before the release of the game?
I think there's one more, isn't there?
On the
I don't
future?
remember.
We have one more next weekend, but in September will there be another one? Let me check.
Yeah. I don't remember. Maybe not. Maybe it's just that one more. Yeah, I think it's just this weekend, and then it's 2 months, and the game releases, right?
Yes.
Something like that. So yeah. So yeah. Well, it's only for the game release.
Or maybe they will announce it. Maybe like 1 week before or 2 weeks before the game releases, they will send an open beta. Or maybe
I don't know. I don't know, because we also have the early access, right? Probably.
Yes. The Phantom Edition, they will play. I don't know if it's 1 week earlier or a few days.
Okay.
Maybe it's 1 week.
Probably not. Yeah. If it's just 2 months until the release, this is the last one.
Yeah, maybe they will use this beta to help them discover issues and fix it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Have a time window to fix the issues.
Yeah, we've talked about these 2 days, 3 days beta thing, right? It's never about fixing anything. You don't have enough time to test whatever. What you can get is you can kind of get a feel of what the people think, and you can test your servers basically, and that's it, right? There's no proper test going on here.
But so, this exploit, this is good for them. Now they know about this. They can fix it.
That's a good thing. But that's like one thing, right? If this was a proper beta, they would find hundreds or thousands of bugs and fix them. But no.
And the other one, did you saw the other one? There is another one. I don't know which map it is. It's the map where we played a lot in A. Where Neo was in A with the APC, and you have that part with grass and some bushes.
Yeah. I don't remember. King something, right? I don't remember.
Yeah, on the side there is the sea, and there is a stairwell, and in their place there is a glitch that you can go to the ground of the map. You can go. If you jump sometimes when you are very near the wall, you can go beneath the map, and then they cannot shoot you, but you can shoot back. Like, remember the bug on Battlefield 4, I think, on beta, where everyone could go on underground and they were immortal and they were killing everyone.
Yeah, they've had that issues in several games. Sometimes you can find yourself inside the meshes, and the colliders only seem to work one way, and they can shoot out, but you can't shoot in, and you can't see them obviously. So yeah, that has happened a lot, but usually it gets fixed, right? So those issues,
maybe they are already fixed.
I don't know. Yeah, those things are very difficult to find, right? Obviously, when you have hundreds of thousands of people playing, they will find those places, right? But when you have just the testers, it's very difficult. But yes, as long as they fix them, that's not a big issue.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But yeah, overall we really like it. We really enjoy the beta. The weapons are cool. The handling are cool. The netcode is not bad. There is some bloom that we discussed earlier before starting the video. But with the modifications, then you can test it. It's cool, man. It's cool. I think there are a lot of snipers on some maps. We didn't have a lot of maps, but on that map there is mountains and you need to go to the flags.
Yeah.
There are a lot of snipers.
There are, but it didn't feel as strong, I guess, as in other games.
Because
Maybe
it's not
because
breakthrough. Because if you play breakthrough, it will be worse than conquest. Because conquest you can go and flank with some cover. Yeah. But in breakthrough you are there. You need, it's like a road with one way.
Right. and also they only had one sniper, right? And the DMRs, but the DMRs don't usually one shot. The sniper does one shot, but they only had one. So once the game comes out and they have other snipers, maybe some of them stronger even, it might be a bigger issue, right? But as it is now, it doesn't affect much, I guess. And the recon actually has a decent part in the squad right now, with the squad beacon and the spotting thing, right? I don't know, recon, whatever it was called. I don't know if they're going to do the changes that we heard about changing the the squad beacon to the assault guide. At this point, it would be kind of sad, because you would kind of lose all the point of having the recon on the squad. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what changes. For now, it seemed fine. The only class I kind of, but this was mostly an issue playing alone. The only class I found myself struggling a little bit was with the medic, because the default kit doesn't have any explosives or whatever, so you just have your LMG, right? And once there's multiple enemies coming from different sides, I found myself struggling quite a bit. But yeah, you're not supposed to be alone, so either way.
Yes. But it was cool. You have domination, King of the Hill for people that don't like that confusion of conquest or breakthrough. I want to see the other maps to see if they are good. I saw that the devs were saying that if Battlefield fans want maps from other maps, they will put on this one. That is a good idea. There is some cool maps. So let's see. I think it's... And the movement, maybe they could nerf a bit the movement, or maybe it's even a bug that it's exploited by some pros. But let's see how the game will release. If it's too COD-like on terms of movement, it didn't feel like it. Okay, you can jump, you can slide, but it's not too much. Let's see.
It felt fine. Yeah. So the issue right now was with parkouring up buildings and whatnot, but that involves a lot using the parachute. So maybe not enable parachute by default, and just have the parachute if you spawned on the helicopter or on the plane. I think that was probably a good idea. I don't know why the fuck infantry people have parachutes on them, but yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Or force a delay until the parachute opens, something, right? Other games, I don't believe the parachute opened immediately. In this one, you just jump on parachute, which is kind of weird. It's already there.
Yes.
Some fixes to the parachute probably stop all the exploits with climbing stuff.
Or put outside of boundaries of the battle in the rooftops.
Yeah,
It
that
will
also, but
solve
it's
it.
a lot, right? If you have to manually add that stuff one by one to each place you can't go, it's quite difficult, right? But yeah, they have to do something, because you can always just jump out of a helicopter, jump out of a plane, and now you have an entire squad on the roofs, right? Don't really need
Yeah,
to parkour.
it's awful. It needs
We'll see.
to stop.
Yeah, we'll see what they do to fix it. So on infantry maps where there's no uh, air spawns for planes or helicopters, that should
Yeah,
be easier to do. In the other ones, I mean, you could always go to buildings, right? To the top. The issue with this one was you didn't really have an easy way to do it. There was no ladders or any other way to climb onto the rooftops. Because if you had a normal way to get to the rooftops, people being on rooftops wouldn't be an issue, right? You will just climb to your own rooftop and fight them, right? Equally.
yeah. And even if we could destroy those rooftops, but
Yeah, and
they are
these, yeah,
not destroyable.
yeah, this goes into what you've said also. You were expecting everything to be destructible, or at least
Ah,
more than
yes,
it is.
yes,
And
yes,
it's
yes.
not really, it's just like the front, right? Just the front of the building get destroyed, which kind of makes sense, because if you level the entire map, you just get flatlands.
Yeah,
Um,
but it will be
it
fun,
would
right?
be interesting, right? So
Yeah,
it could
yeah.
have, yeah, it could be more than it is now. Um, it doesn't feel weird the way it is now, right? You kind of maintain the integrity of the map, especially on city maps, right? But yeah, if you're expecting a little more to the destruction, then you kind of feel disappointed. And
And
it
even
also enables these right people to just
exactly,
yeah, camp
exactly.
like an exploited place, right?
If we had a bit more, it doesn't have to be like buildings falling off, but these rooftops, if we could destroy them
Yeah,
a bit, put holes on it, it will be good. Because you, even if the full rooftop was not destroyed completely, it will still be bad for them, because there will have been holes and other places that they could fall off when they are running from enemy fire, and that could also help. But as it is now, it's very bad for the other players, because they are very up high. You cannot destroy. They just have to go back a bit. They are safe, nothing can touch them, and then they go and they start killing, put a squad beacon, everyone can go there.
yeah,
So yeah, this needs to be addressed, and I think they will address it. It's impossible for them not to address it. And yeah, this is Battlefield. I think we are back. Battlefield is back, and let's see the full release of the game with more weapons, with more snipers, shotguns, vehicles, skins. I hope we don't have weird skins, only military skins. So yeah, let's see. And also, one thing that I forgot to mention, I really liked the breakthrough for initiatives or for beginners, let's say, because the breakthrough you can play against other players, and then you have an option that it's breakthrough for beginners or breakthrough something, where you will play with players and bots. This is good for people that is coming to Battlefield, that are not aware what is Battlefield, how it is Battlefield. And even one thing that I don't know if this will be like the beta on the full release game, but one thing that I then remember, wait, why I'm jumping to a full conquest game with pros and everyone there, and with a default weapon without any upgrade? You can jump into this background, the breakthrough, and level up a bit the gun, feel the gun, see the gun, how it is. Do you like it? You don't like it? You can test it there, and you can do some tests. We have the test ground now, but if you want to do a test field, you can just jump into this breakthrough and check it. Okay, it's good. Then you go to Conquest and with the full immersion of a Battlefield game. And I think this mode it's good. I think it's good for the beginners, and even if you want to test a gun or unlock some models before you go to the Conquest. I don't know, David, what is your opinion? I think it's good. It's a good mode for this.
Yeah. No, it's, as you said, it's always a good idea to have a new player experience, be it against fewer players or be it just against lower ranked players. In this case, they chose with some players and some bots, which
It's
is
a
fine.
mixed.
Yeah, it's fine. So if you're new to the game, you can go there and try stuff, or
Yeah,
just
the
trying a
APCs,
new
for
weapon,
example.
as you said.
Yeah, and
Let
the
me-
APCs. Yeah.
Right, and maybe even just against bots. Let me try the APCs. I can never play an APC, or I can never
Yes,
find
yes.
the helicopter. Let me try it. So
Yes.
if I ever find it in a game, it's not like I'm a complete noob. I've never touched this in my life.
Yes.
So yeah, you should be able to train the same way you have the firing range. You should have it for the vehicles, and if they can use bots, then apparently they can. I didn't try that mode, but apparently, as you said, they have it with bots. Then yeah, sure, I'll let you try the weapons, vehicles against bots also, and that's fine. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. So it's just
yes, exactly. And as a veteran player of Battlefield, we know how difficult it is to grab a vehicle. Tanks, APCs, helicopters, planes. There is a queue for everything. People kill themselves to go to the vehicles. Especially, in Battlefield 2 it was crazy. Like everyone was fighting with C4s. It was like crazy.
Yeah.
And in this on
the others
Battlefield
also,
6,
the older games, the same.
yeah. It was always a battle. And now with this mode, you can just test it. You enter to this mode, and no one will jump into the vehicle, and you can test it. You can test the tanks, you can test the APCs. I don't know if in the full game you will have other maps where you can test the helicopter, because on this one it was the infantry, not infantry only, but it was the map without planes and helicopters, so only the Abrams and the APC. Okay. So maybe in the full game they will have maps where you can test the helicopter and the plane, and it's good. Like you said, sometimes we go to the Conquest, we grab the plane, we don't even know how it handles, we don't know how to fly it, and then we just die. And there is
consequences. You've never used it, you don't have the sensibility settings set, you don't know the controls, so you're just going to die here the first time and the second time. So there's not really a point, right? If you can test these things, and if you can do all the settings and whatever, invert controls, do whatever the things you need to do before the match, then it's great. So that's why I found the firing range really useful. And you can just press Y. I think it was Y, right? The button, and you immediately go to the weapon you have selected. You just change it, press firing range again, you're immediately there. There's no loadings. It was great. So to try several configurations out, right? And they should have the same for the vehicles. Why not a firing range just for tanks, a firing range with helis?
Yeah, true.
I think they had that before, didn't they? Which Battlefield was it? Was it 4 that had an entire firing range with some vehicles around?
Let me see.
I don't remember, but you had to load into it. It wasn't as smooth as this one, right? I don't remember. Was it Battlefield 4 or 3? Maybe it was 3. You had a small airfield with helicopters and plane, and you had also the APCs tank.
It was Battlefield 4.
Okay, yeah. In the middle, you had
they had a test range. With vehicles, jets, helicopters, weapons, and target dummies.
Right.
That is why you had to load, because it was basically a map.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this one is simpler, but they could have the same thing, a simpler thing, just for the tank, a simpler one just for the heli, whatever. They could test it.
Yeah. All right, guys. So to conclude, we really enjoy it. Battlefield 6, it's good. There is some tweaks here and there that needs to be addressed, but I think it's the best Battlefield since Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 was very good. I didn't really like the weapons. It was one big issue for me, the weapons. But it was a great game. It was a great game,
Yeah.
and I think this one it's on the same level of Battlefield 1.
This
So
one
let's
might
see.
be a little better because if you remember Battlefield 1 and 5, they I don't know why, but they had like this thing where they have to put scopes on the weapons, even though obviously there wasn't
Yeah.
any. Even on World War II, there was just very limited stuff, not on every weapon like we had in the game, right?
Yes.
And what happens when you put it in the game is everyone will be using it, so which kind of makes it weird. In this case, it's fine. It's Modern Warfare. Even though they've changed the names of the stuff, they don't have their normal names, but whatever, it's just a name. It's more appropriate, right? You don't have the issues you had with the other games. Just for realism, right? Just for realism stuff.
Yes. Yes. I really, I have hope for this one. So let's see. Let's see. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed our opinion here on the Battlefield 6, and we will see you guys on the next videos. Bye bye.
Bye bye.